Hey. I'm getting ready to go to a Shakira concert. Yay! I'm very super duper excited. And I wanted to do this fun vlogging thing. I'm not gonna record the concert itself, but I'm going to just record myself getting ready. So it's like a get ready with me, basically. Just what I wanted to do. I'm going with my mom. I'm just going with my family, basically. And I'm going to be getting ready for it. And while getting ready, I'm probably just gonna answer some questions. A few of my friends asked me questions, so I'm gonna answer them in this video. I also forgot my beauty blender, so I'm just gonna have to suffice without it. I'm currently lying down on my stomach because I don't want to sit up. First question asked by my friend. What is your favorite dessert? Such a creative question, I know. I love to eat sweets. So it's a little hard to say what my favorite dessert would be because I have so much, but if I had to say, probably just straight up candy, low key. I just moved the camera. But yeah, if I had to say, I'd probably just say straight up candy, which isn't an issue in itself, but I also eat a lot of candy, so that's low key an issue. My friend asked, if you were to do a body modification, what would you do? Such an interesting question. I wouldn't do one at all, but if I had to, probably, I don't know. A really difficult question to answer because I like genuinely don't know at all. So I'm just gonna say I wouldn't. Okay, that was all the questions. I'm just going to look them up now. Alright, Teen Vogue, help me out here. If you could be any age for the rest of your life, what would you choose? I'd say it's really hard to, at least I would say it's really hard for me to answer this question because I've only lived 15 years of my life, so I wouldn't know. But if I were to just live one age for the rest of my life, I'd probably just choose 15 years old. Or maybe 16. Because, I mean, like, that's the only thing I know, and I feel like I'm in my prime right now. Low-key. Well, at least for being a 15-year-old, this is my prime, at least in my opinion. Obviously, I'm gonna have other primes, but you know what I mean. God, that looks really bad on camera. It doesn't look that bad, I swear. Okay, next question. Which celebrity would you choose for your best friend? Probably, he's not a celebrity, but I'd probably say Nicholas Tornillo. Because he's just like, he's like the vibe for real, like actually. And also, I don't want anyone to judge me for how I do my makeup in the comments because I literally don't know how to do makeup to save my life at all. But yeah, probably Nicholas Tornillo. What does the perfect day look like to you? Perfect day to me is probably, I don't know actually. Probably just a lot of time outdoors and a little bit of time indoors, you know what I mean? Because I feel like I just don't spend enough time outdoors. So by spending time outdoors, it would be like the perfect day, you know what I mean? Or with my friends. I love hanging out with my friends, they're great. When do you feel most stressed? Probably in school during a presentation that I did not rehearse for. What makes you the most angry? People who lie straight up to my face. It's like, what are you doing? I know what you like. I know how you are. I know what you're doing. You're not slick at all. And it's just people who do that are just horrible and just need to stop being annoying. What is something you can't give up? I don't know. I feel like I'm just giving very short answers for all these questions. Oh no, I don't want to be answering questions. I want to like full on tell stories. But it's actually PM. I have no idea what to freaking talk about. Okay, well, I guess I'll just answer questions. God. Do you think everything happens for a reason? I'd like to think that. I'd like to stay positive. But then there's people who are like, oh, why did this have to happen to me? And I'm like, oh, well, everything happens for a reason. And then they hate on me for it.
Brother.
What's up?
How many push-ups you can do?
I think I can do 5 push-ups. You wanna see me do push-ups?
Actually, yeah, let me see.
Really?
You have to go like.
Okay, hold on. No, I'm not doing that.
You gotta go lower.
I can't go lower, that's all I can do.
Just do 1 push-up. Just like one, just like your nose to the carpet. Can you do it?
I can't do it.
Can you do a girl push-up?
Oh, my face is red now.
You know a girl push-up though?
Yes.
Alright, do a regular girl. Ready to do it again?
No, you're gonna do something.
I'm not gonna do something. I just wanna see, wait, how far can you go? There you go. I'm tired now.
That's not my fault, by the way.
I need to go to the store.
You're gonna go to the store? Can you get me food, please? Okay.
Just go.
What?
Just go.
Go where? I have to get ready.
Alright, loser.
No, give me food! Bro, this boy. And you. Are you a confrontational person? No. No, I'm not. I try to avoid getting into it with people as much as I can. But I do feel like if I know someone has done me wrong, I will confront them. But I haven't in a while, so. Who is your biggest fan? Probably my mom. I hope. Do you believe in love at first sight? No. I don't. And it sounds blunt, but I do not believe in that because how are you gonna have love at first sight? Everything has to like come together. But I don't believe in the 3-month rule either. I think it's stupid. No hate, of course. What do you notice first about another person? Oof. That is a great question. I don't know. What do I notice first about the other person? Probably if they have common interests with me. If they have common interests with me, then my horizons open up way more. Because if I'm talking to someone who has nothing like in common with me, then I kind of just like disassociate from the conversation or whatever. Do you enjoy speaking with strangers? I don't know. I am a very introverted, extroverted person. Like if I'm out with my friends, I will 100% go and be like, I'll go talk to like a stranger just for the fun of it. But if I'm with like my family or alone, I think I'm alright personally. It's just something to do with me being shy. I'm one of the most shyest people probably ever. But if it's just like in the mood like for funsies, yeah. Like yeah, I'll do it. There's nothing wrong with it. Are you a jealous person? I absolutely hate to admit it, but I am. And it's one of my biggest flaws. I don't like being jealous of people, but I am, and I hate that I am because I personally think that everyone has their imperfections, but all I do is focus on people's perfections, you know what I mean? Like if I see someone and they have like the perfect nose or like the perfect eyes, I only think about that, and it makes me jealous of them because like, oh, I don't have that. Okay. I don't know if I look at this, but whatever. What's the biggest injury you've ever had? I literally love talking about my injuries because they're literally just freaking hilarious. My biggest injury I've ever had is probably a broken ankle, and I'll tell you how I got the broken ankle. Basically, okay, one day, I don't know when this was, I think it was around 2023. Oh yeah, it was beginning of 2023, it was beginning of 2023. And I was with my buddies and we were at Sky Zone. And I was just having so much fun. But the issue with Sky Zone is the amount of children there are there, which is not an issue in itself, but to me it is because I don't really like kids personally. They're not my favorite species, but there's just a lot of kids. I was jumping around with my friends and there's just where I'm at, there's low-key like where I'm at, there's like a lot of kids where I am, and there's this one kid who's jumping in my way, and instead of walking around them like a normal person, I decided to jump over them. So I jumped over this little kid, probably like 2 feet tall or something like that, and since I'm jumping, my head is like kind of going up along with all my hair, so I cannot see the floor beneath me, and I fully just wipe out. Like, I land on my ankle and I hear it crack. I'm not even exaggerating, I literally hear that literally crack. And since I'm with my friends, no wait, I was in literally excruciating pain. I was in pain because I literally just freaking broken my ankle, and I was like, freak, this actually hurts so freaking bad. But since I was with my friends and I was also in public, I didn't want to cry, and I was so close to tears, literally so incredibly close to tears, and I wanted to cry so bad, so freaking bad, but I didn't because I was with my friends and I was also in public. I'm also literally, as soon as after this happened, I like paused on the floor for a minute because I literally since I fell on a trampoline, I like low-key bounced back up. I landed, this is me jumping on the trampoline, I landed on my ankle like this, and then I fell, bounced back up, and landed on it again. So I was actually like in pain. So there I am, just sitting on the ground, and I was like, oh, this hurts so bad. And the kid I literally tripped over or jumped over came up to me and he was like, are you okay? And the adult that was with him was like, just go, it's fine, she's okay. Like, yeah, teach your kid to not be considerate of other people's feelings. What are you doing? Or maybe she was just trying to give me space. I have no idea. That day was a blur. But yeah, after that little kid left with his mom, I was just sitting on the floor, literally crying. Not crying yet, actually. I was just like there. And my friends, they came up to me and they're like, oh, like, are you okay? Like, what's wrong? What happened? And I literally said, I don't even say anything to them, I'm pretty sure. I have like no idea what happened that day, but I'm pretty sure I didn't say anything to them. I was just like, like rolling back and forth, holding my ankle. And I was like, oh, I want to go to my mom. Like, I crawled out of the trampoline and I started crawling down the stairs. Like, I fully started crawling down the stairs because there's like the big trampoline area, and then downstairs it's like all the tables where all the parents are at. And since my mom was there with my friend's parents, I just wanted to crawl away so bad. So that's exactly what I did. I crawled down the stairs and one of the workers saw me and they're like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I wasn't okay. Why did I say I was okay? Because that was a lie. I crawl down to my mother and she's like, oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I fully just said, I landed on my ankle. I don't know what happened and I hurt myself. And my mom was like, oh no, like, she gave me some ice, but then she was like, let's just go. So we went she went in the car and I took my sock off. My ankle was so swollen. I'm literally telling you now, my ankle was the most swollen it's probably ever been. And she was like, let's just take you to the emergency room. Because we went to the emergency room, and the emergency room we went to, they didn't let me sit down. Like, there was the waiting room for like the people who had their physicals and all that stuff. I was literally standing. I was standing there. I wasn't crawling this time. I was standing on one foot, like with tears like actually rolling down my face because I was in such bad pain. And they didn't let me sit down because there was like a whole open waiting room with so many freaking seats, and they're like, we can't let your daughter sit down. I'm so sorry. My mom literally blew up so hard. She was like, you're not gonna let my daughter sit? She clearly has a freaking broken ankle. You're just not gonna let her sit down? And like stuff like that. And we were like, we can bring her a wheelchair. So I just sat in a wheelchair, whatever. And the most crazy part of the entire story is the moment I got my first x-ray, they didn't tell me I had a broken ankle. I had 2 fractured bones in my ankle, actually. And like, they didn't tell me that at first. I got my first x-ray back, and the doctor, who's low-key kind of rude, by the way, she was like, you just sprained your ankle, I think you're good. So I go back home. I think I'm wearing a cast because I don't know why I'm wearing a cast. I don't know if casts are supposed to be also be with sprained ankles, but that's just me. And we go back a second time, and then I get another x-ray, and they're like, oh, you actually have 1 fractured bone. Cast. I was like, Okay, so then, and then when I got my cast off like a month later, he goes, the doctor goes, tells me, we actually had, you healed like, I don't know, I don't freaking know, I don't know anatomy. So he goes, you actually had 2 fractured bones. I had 2 fractured bones and you didn't tell me like the first 3 times, hello? And so yeah, that's basically my story. I literally love telling that story because it's like actually freaking hilarious. But yeah. God, my eyes look just, I look like I cried for like a million hours. But yeah, that's it. Well, I'm not done with my makeup, but let's see. Is the glass half empty or half full? I like to say half full, but sometimes I feel like it's half empty. What keeps you up at night? Honestly, wondering what I'm gonna do with my life. It sounds a little cliche, but I have no idea what to do with my life. I'm a sophomore in high school, I get decent grades, and I've been playing music my whole life. I'm in my band class at my high school. I just honestly have no clue what to do. Because I keep thinking about college, because I do want to go to college. I for sure want to go to college, but I need to lock in because my grades for freshman year were just okay, I guess. But yeah, I've always wanted to do vlogging. Always wanted to do vlogging. Vlogging is just my passion. I've always made little videos on Snapchat. I'd pretend I had a British accent and like with like the little big eyes, big mouth filter, and I would just like run out of the house pretending I'm like a vlogger. Like, and I literally love doing that. And I've always wanted to do that. I think I got way inspired back then, probably by like It's Funny, by her vlogs especially. I just loved her. And then later I just kind of eased off of the vlogging making for a while, and then just YouTube making in general. And then I started watching the Studio Triplets, and that just sparked up this entire thing. I started watching them 2 years ago. I fully got into, because I stopped for a little, and then I fully got into it again like January of no, like December of 2023. And then I saw them making videos, and I love their personality. They're absolutely hilarious. And also the Haas sisters really did get me fired up about it. And I just thought, I want that. I want to do that. I don't know, I've always just loved seeing people online film their daily lives and their daily, like, what they do. And it's just something I do want to do in my life. I don't know if it's stable enough, at least for me, because I have no idea what to do, clearly, as I'm literally talking. My future is just basically what keeps me up at night, and I hate it, because I don't want to keep thinking about the future. I need to focus on now. Anywho, let me just add the finishing touch, and we are finished. Oh my god, I forgot highlighter. Hold on. I guess when I'm putting highlighter, I can answer another question. Do you believe in karma? I do. I'm literally just I'm literally so passionate about, like, I'm so passionate about the thought of karma, because if people do you wrong and do horrible things in life, then they're gonna get horrible things back to them. The people who done me wrong in my life, I hope karma gets them. Not even saying that to be like a negative person, but I genuinely do hope. No, I don't hope. I just wish. I keep saying this makes me feel like a horrible person, but people who do horrible things will get horrible things back to them. That's basically my motto. That's not my motto. That's karma's motto. That's basically what karma is. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Hopefully in a big house. And, well, in 10 years I'm gonna be 26. So, no, in 10 years I'm gonna be 25 actually. So, I don't know. Probably with just a stable job. Anywho, yeah. Did that. Been there, done that. Did my makeup. Damn. Ooh, I look really cute actually. Okay, now I want to get ready. You guys want to see the super duper cool transition? Can't see it, but look. Cool. But guys, that's not it. I have jewelry to go with the outfit too. Look. Oh, arm cuffs. Sorry, it's really loud over here. But I'm gonna put this one on here. This one's gonna go right here. Wait, is it? Yes, it is. I'm gonna go all the way up, actually. Does it look stupid? No, that's pretty good actually. And then I also have, gonna wear, oh my god, stop. I'm wearing this. I'm sorry. It's so freaking swag, bro. I was under. But my dumbass forgot to wear the shoes I was gonna wear. This one's coming. And then this one goes. Period. Look at me. Freaking swag, bro. Oh, these are my earrings, by the way. They play Fiend.